Have you ever wondered how much a tiger can eat in one sitting? The answer might astound you. Welcome to our dive into the fascinating world of the mighty tiger and their unbelievable eating habits. A world where the king of the jungle doesn't just rule by sheer strength and intimidation, but also by the sheer volume of food they can consume. These majestic creatures with their iconic striped coats and piercing eyes are not only powerful hunters but also highly efficient eaters. They're known to feast like kings, and when we say feast, we mean a banquet that could feed a whole village of humans. Are you curious to know just how much these big cats can really eat? It's a number that's hard to fathom, a testament to their incredible strength and survival instincts. But we won't reveal it just yet. Stay tuned to discover the surprising truth about a tiger's diet. Before we dive into their eating habits, it's important to understand some general facts about tigers. Tigers, the largest members of the cat family, are renowned for their power and strength. An adult male tiger can grow up to 11 feet in length and weigh as much as 700 pounds. Females are usually slightly smaller but are still formidable creatures in their own right. Their size and strength place them at the top of the food chain, making them apex predators in their habitats. Speaking of habitats, tigers are incredibly adaptable. They can live in a variety of environments, from the freezing cold Siberian taiga, where temperatures can drop to -40 degrees Celsius, to the sweltering mangrove swamps of the Sundarbans, where it can get as hot as 40 degrees Celsius. They are found across Asia, in countries like India, Russia, and Indonesia. Now, onto the species. There are 6 extant or surviving species of tigers: the Bengal, Indochinese, Malayan, Siberian, South China, and Sumatran. Each of these species has its own unique characteristics and adaptations that help it survive in its specific habitat. For example, the Siberian tiger, also known as the Amur tiger, has a thick fur coat and a layer of fat on its belly to survive the harsh Siberian winters, while the Bengal tiger is known for its striking coloration and powerful build. But despite their strength and adaptability, tigers are a vulnerable species. Poaching and habitat loss have significantly reduced their numbers. The South China tiger, for example, is believed to be functionally extinct in the wild, with no sightings in the last 2 decades. Tigers are solitary animals, marking large territories to hunt alone. Their stripes help them blend into the landscape, providing the perfect camouflage for stalking and capturing their prey. Now that we understand more about these majestic creatures, we can begin to explore their fascinating dietary habits. When it comes to mealtime, tigers aren't picky eaters. Now, that's not to say they'll scarf down just anything you put in front of them. Oh no, these majestic creatures have a surprisingly broad and varied diet. The tiger's menu is primarily made up of meat. They are carnivores after all. Their powerful jaws and sharp teeth are built for tearing and chewing flesh. But what exactly do they eat? Well, their culinary preferences range from the small, like rabbits and birds, to the much larger, like deer, buffalo, and wild boar. However, tigers don't restrict themselves to a diet of land animals alone. They've been known to feast on fish and even reptiles when the opportunity presents itself. Their adaptability allows them to survive and thrive in a variety of habitats. But here's an interesting fact. Tigers have a particular preference for large prey. Why, you ask? Large animals provide more sustenance, allowing the tiger to go for days without needing another meal. This is vital in the wild, where hunting can be a dangerous and energy-consuming endeavor. So if a tiger spots a hefty buffalo or a wild boar, it's like hitting the jackpot at a meat buffet. It's also worth noting that tigers are solitary hunters. The thrill of the chase, the adrenaline rush of the kill, it's a solitary pleasure. And when they do make a kill, they make sure to consume as much as they can, often returning to their kill for several days until it's all gone. However, it's not all about the hunt. Tigers, like many other animals, supplement their diet with vegetation. Yes, you heard that right. Tigers do eat grass, often to aid digestion or to help them vomit if they've eaten something disagreeable. As you can see, a tiger's diet is diverse, but how much can they consume at once? Let's find out. Prepare to be amazed as we reveal the astonishing amount of food a tiger can consume in one sitting. Now let's talk numbers. You might think you've had a big meal after a Thanksgiving feast or an all-you-can-eat buffet. But trust me, it's nothing compared to the appetite of a tiger. These magnificent beasts can eat more than 89 pounds of meat in one sitting. Yes, you heard that right, 89 pounds. To put that into perspective, let's consider our own eating habits. The average human eats about 3 to 5 pounds of food a day. That's including breakfast, lunch, dinner, and any snacks in between. A tiger can eat almost 20 times that amount in one meal. It's like a person eating their weight in food. Quite staggering, isn't it? But why do tigers eat so much at once, you may wonder? Well, the life of a tiger is not as easy as it seems. They don't have the luxury of guaranteed meals every day. Hunting is a tough job, and often they miss more than they hit. So when they do make a kill, they make the most of it by eating as much as they can. In the wild, a large kill like a deer or a buffalo can provide several meals for a tiger. They'll often return to the site of the kill over several days to feast on the carcass. After a big meal, a tiger might not need to eat again for several days. Their bodies are designed to store the surplus calories and nutrients for days when food is scarce. So, while it's quite a feat to imagine a creature consuming 89 pounds of meat in one meal, it's a necessary adaptation for these apex predators. Their feast or famine lifestyle requires them to maximize their meals whenever they can. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? But that's just a day in the life of a tiger. So, what does this extraordinary eating habit mean for tigers and their survival? Well, let's dive into it. Tigers are apex predators, meaning they sit at the top of the food chain. Their dietary habits have far-reaching implications, not just for their own survival but also for the overall balance of the ecosystems they inhabit. Firstly, the sheer volume of food a tiger consumes in one sitting powers their muscular build and fuels their energy. Tigers are built for power, not endurance, and their bodies need a significant amount of energy to carry out high-intensity activities. A single substantial meal can sustain a tiger for several days, allowing them to rest and conserve energy between hunts. Secondly, a tiger's growth and development are directly influenced by their diet. Young tigers need a steady supply of protein-rich food to grow into the powerful creatures they are destined to be. The first 2 years of a tiger's life are critical for their development, and a lack of adequate nutrition during this period can have lasting implications on their health and longevity. But what about the ecosystem? You see, by hunting and consuming large prey, tigers help to keep herbivore populations in check. This, in turn, prevents overgrazing and ensures the health and diversity of plant life. In this way, the tiger's diet plays an essential role in maintaining the balance of nature. However, the flip side of this is that any disruption to their food supply can have a ripple effect on the ecosystem. If a tiger's prey becomes scarce due to environmental changes or human interference, it can lead to the decline of the tiger population, which can upset the balance of the ecosystem. So, the implications of a tiger's diet are far more profound than you might initially think. It's not just about survival of the fittest, but the survival of an entire ecosystem. As we've discovered, a tiger's diet plays a critical role in maintaining the balance of nature. Let's quickly revisit the fascinating facts we've learned about tigers and their eating habits. We've discovered that tigers are truly majestic creatures known for their power and beauty. They're not just apex predators in their habitats, they are also voracious eaters. Their diet mainly consists of large mammals, and they have a preference for ungulates. But the true wonder lies in their astonishing eating capacity. A tiger, it turns out, can consume more than 89 pounds of meat in one sitting. That's equivalent to a whole adult human. This incredible eating habit has significant implications on their behavior, hunting patterns, and the ecosystem they inhabit. These eating habits are not just a testament to the tiger's strength and endurance, but also a vital part of the delicate balance of the animal kingdom. Next time you see a tiger, remember, they might have just finished an 89-pound meal. Thanks for watching, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating animal facts.